Penny Jane Love here, bringing you a wig review on Henry Margu's Hayden and the color 12GR. Okay guys, let's talk about Hayden. So to me, Hayden is a very interesting piece. I like the wig, but I'm not sure that the style is the best for my face shape. And it has a lot of hair and is, I would say, medium density throughout the piece. And you guys know that I usually, when I get pieces that have a lot of hair that I think gives me big hair, those are usually my least favorite, and I don't know why that is. I don't think that this style is the best necessarily for my face shape, but I want to let you know that this is a very popular wig that many people really love. I did go out and see what other reviews had been done on Hayden, and there weren't a lot of like YouTube reviews on Hayden, but everyone that reviewed it really loved Hayden. And I see why. The quality of this piece is really great. Again, I just don't, this is subjective as far as this style is just not my favorite for my face shape. So I just wanted to put that out there to let you guys know this is a very popular wig that really many people really love. Now let me tell you my favorite thing about Hayden, and I guess about Henry Margu fibers. Both of the pieces that I have reviewed and tried, I did over this past month, and I love these hair fibers. These hair fibers are just incredible, and how they feel. They're not really thick, and they're just silky, and they feel the closest to human hair fibers that I have felt in just about any wig. So Hayden is a mid-length, cropped, textured, shaggy bob. She's kind of like meant to be a messy bob. And she has lots of layers, and the layers are a lot of different lengths, which really give her a lot of that texture. And she has soft, loose waves. To me, she is a fun piece, kind of bohemian, and you know, just that oh, wait a minute, I'm having a little trouble with that piece there. Okay, so she's kind of like a bohemian, messy looking bob, which is super cute. She's very similar to Henry Margu's Kendall and Peyton, if you know those two wigs and would like to see what she's similar to. There is a lot of permatease throughout this wig, and I would say that the density of this wig is very medium to heavy density. However, when I'm talking about the density on this wig, I think it's very important to take into account the denier of the fiber. So in doing my research, the fiber strands, you know, are all different. And one unit of measurement that they use with the hair wig fibers is called denier. When I looked it up, what I saw was denier is a unit of weight used to measure the fineness of silk and man-made fibers. So the lower the denier, the more expensive the wig is going to be, because it means you're getting a super thin piece of fiber. The fibers on Hayden have a low denier, meaning they're super fine. And I think that's what makes them so soft. And I think that's what makes them so just lightweight and natural moving. And that's what I really love about both Henry Margu wigs that I have tried. They are synthetic fibers. Now, since I have not officially owned a Henry Margu yet, though I hope to soon, because I really want to try and see how long the fibers last on a Henry Margu wig with these synthetic fibers, because I really love how these synthetic fibers feel. I have to be honest, I like these fibers better than I like the heat-friendly fibers on the Raquel Welch wigs. They're just so much softer and more real and human-like feeling to me. So And you guys know I love my Raquel Welch wigs. So me saying that I like these fibers better is big to me. So I kind of wanted to explain, when I tell you it has a lot of density, it does have a lot of density because of the permatease, but the fiber size is very thin. So I think it makes the density a lot more bearable, if that makes sense at all. Okay, guys. Hayden is a part of Henry Margu's Naturally Yours collection, which is one of their type lines that provide the most realistic appearances, which means it's going to be in the more expensive level. So just wanted to let you know that. She has a lace front, and I really love how natural this lace front looks. The lace front is contoured. It kind of goes up and then comes out right here, and I love how they do that because I think that helps to give it a natural look. It is a 100% hand-tied single layer monofilament cap, which means you can part it anywhere, and you're going to get that natural part. And they are, like I mentioned before, they are the synthetic fibers. Now, this is an average size cap. My second favorite thing about this piece is how the cap feels. So on my last review of a Henry Margu wig, I think it was a standard cap, and I thought it was, for me, just a tad bit itchy and not the most comfortable. But this monofilament cap is very different to me. So let me tell you a great way to determine whether a wig is comfortable or not. I found this out completely by accident. When I did this wig review, before I started doing this wig review, I was wearing a Raquel Welch piece, and I took it off and put this one on. And instantaneously, I felt the difference in the comfort level. So if you're wondering how comfortable a wig is, because sometimes when you're used to wearing one brand all the time, you get kind of used to how that feels. And so I don't know that I would have really realized how much more comfortable this cap is if I hadn't put it on immediately after wearing a Raquel Welch wig all day. And just like the comfort level just went up when I put on this piece. So I love these Henry Margu monofilament caps. They are so comfortable, and it's an average size, and I have a 22-inch head, and the cap fits me beautiful. It fits me like a glove. I'm not even sure that I would have to wear glue with it. I don't like my wigs to move around at all on my head because to me that's when they get scratchy and itchy. So just a super comfortable cap. I'm really enjoying it. And it weighs 3.5 ounces. It's a very light cap. And again, because these fibers are so lightweight, the denier of the fibers are smaller, the whole piece is just very lightweight. And like I can hardly feel even the hair sitting and touching my skin next to my face. I don't feel it sitting there. It's very feathery feeling. So the fibers and the cap are just the two things that I like most about this piece. Let's talk about the length next. So there are lots of layers in this piece. There are long pieces and there are short pieces. As you can see here, these bangs, you come in a lot of different lengths. You have some layers that kind of end right here. You got some that go all the way down. So it's a very heavily layered piece. The bangs are about 7 inches. The crown is 5 to 10 inches. The sides are 6 to 9 inches. The nape is 4 inches. And the back is 4 to 9 inches, and overall it's about 11.25 inches. So my face from the hairline to the chin is about 8 inches. My neck is 4 inches long, and it makes sense. It looks like, see how many layers it has. This one piece here has to be a longer piece. Comes just below my chin. And the sides again are 6 to 9 inches. So, you know, it falls about an inch below my chin, which makes sense since I have an 8-inch long head. So it's definitely a mid-length bob with lots of layers. Again, like I said, you're getting lots of different lengths in there. Okay guys, let's talk about the color next. Now I did go outside in the sunlight and had someone videotape me so you could see what the color looked like in the sun. So let's look at that first. Okay guys, let's talk about this color. I really love this brunette color. I think it's a beautiful brown. So the colors also, it's been a little interesting because it really does look different in different light. Because it has auburn highlights, but I don't even see the auburn in it unless I'm in certain light, which I found very interesting. So it is a rooted color. That's the GRs for the rooted. So I really like the way they did the root. It's not a very long root. It's really short. It's one of the shorter roots that I've ever seen, but I like it. It's a dark brown root. So, and when I did my research on the color, it said it was a golden brown. I would say it's like a golden medium brown, but at first I didn't get the golden part. Like I was a little confused on why they said it was a golden brown. But when you look at it a different light, you can see that it is a golden brown. And then it has medium auburn highlights. Again, I had a hard time seeing the red in some light, but in other light I can. Now, I did get new lights to do my videos, so hopefully I'm looking brighter and you guys are getting a better sense of the colors. The way that the highlights are done, it looks like to me, is they're a little bit more of the chunkier highlights. They're not super chunky, and what I mean by that is, you know, if you have a wig that is well blended with highlights, you've got like a strand of the base color mixed with a strand of the highlight color, and that's the way it is throughout the wig. This one has more chunky highlights, and you can kind of see there is an auburn highlight. There's some right in here. So there's more than just one or two strands that have the highlight. It's more of like a swath of several of the fibers that have the highlights. See here how it's kind of about that wide. These are wider, that they're not as blended, but I like the way that they did them. I think it looks great. So again, it's a dark brown root with a golden brown base, and I would say it's like a medium brown and medium auburn highlights. Very pretty color. I think it's a very beautiful brunette. If you like brunettes, you should definitely try this color. Okay, let's talk about this cap. Again, this is a 100% hand-tied monofilament, single layer monofilament cap. It's a very comfortable cap. It has this contoured temple to temple lace front. I really like the lace front. I like how long it is and how far it comes down. It has these velvet covered earpieces, which are long, and they have the metal stays. The earpieces did come to just right above my ear. They did not dig into my ear, and I thought I really liked the length of the earpieces. It does have the extended nape. I prefer extended napes. It has the Velcro adjusters, meaning you can adjust it up to 1/2 inch. And it has these wefts. And I'm holding it up close so you can see that permatease, which is just kind of like that feathery, billowy, shorter fibers that give it the volume, and they're usually kind of wavy or teased, and they give a hair a lot of volume. They also help to hide the wefting, but the permatease is throughout the piece. So there's a lot of permatease. If you like wigs with lots of permatease, you're going to love Hayden, because Hayden is one of the pieces that has some of the most permatease that I've ever seen. So the cap is super light and just super comfortable. I really enjoyed wearing this cap a lot. So, okay guys, let's talk about styling Hayden. So I am able to wear my glasses okay with Hayden. I will say that the ear tabs do come down pretty low, so they are sitting underneath the ear tab and push it out a little bit, but I'm okay with that. There are also several different styling options. You can definitely pull her back because of that pretty hairline, and I have her pulled back here. You can also pin her back on the side. You can pull her back because of that hairline. And you guys know I like to pin. I do like to pin my bangs back. I think it gives them more of a soft feminine look, and I like that. And if you pin her back, you're still going to have a pretty natural look there. It's a lot of hair, but there are several options for different styles with her. You guys know I'm not great at styling them, but I do like to let you know when there are good styling options for any piece that I do. Okay guys, let's just do a quick overview, and I'll tell you real quick again what my favorite things and my least favorite things are about Hayden. First of all, my favorite things are the way that the fibers feel. I really love these synthetic fibers. In fact, I'm going to make it a point to get a Henry Margu wig here very soon to own, so that I can test and see how these synthetic fibers hold up to, say, against maybe like the heat-friendly fibers. If these aren't heat-friendly and they feel so soft, and if they last longer, oh my goodness, Henry Margu is going to definitely be a top favorite of mine. I just am so impressed by these synthetic hair fibers. Also, I really like this cap a lot. This cap is very comfortable on my head. It is the monofilament cap. I have a 22-inch head. I do think, in my opinion, the cap runs a little smaller than the average size does on a Raquel Welch. And it fits nice and snug. It really hugs my head. And I just really like how comfortable it is. Now, my least favorite things about this piece is, this is a personal opinion, I just don't love this style on me, even though, it is growing on me. I think this is a great piece for people who have more round faces. I prefer maybe not quite so much density, but remember again, when I'm talking about the density, it does have a lot of permatease. The permatease is throughout the entire piece. I do think they do a good job on it. They were trying to give it a lot of volume and some bigness. I just don't love a lot of bigger volume hair on me. I don't think it's the best style for my face shape. But it's a very quality piece. This is a very popular wig that a lot of people like, and I can understand why people like it and rave about it. It is a part of the Naturally Yours collection, which is the higher end of wig, the higher end wig line for Henry Margu. So there is going to be more expensive, but what you get for that is you get that natural hairline. You get the monofilament part, meaning you can part it anywhere that you want to, and you can do it pretty easily. You have to just kind of play with it a little bit. I will say on the hairline though, I do think my Raquel Welch pieces are a little bit more natural looking, if I was to compare the two. But I still love this hairline, and I find this cap a lot more comfortable.